Glad to have you with us in one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Link. Basically, a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Temple Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, Reese. Checking in with the Florida State head coach here before the kick. This has been a disappointment all the way around. Everybody thought this team was going to be terrific. Ranked in the top 25 to start the season, getting off to an 0-3 start has been shocking, but he continues to believe they have talent. It only takes one game to right the ship, and that starts today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Five-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Chroma. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got some green grass. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Now on second down. Gonna run it. It's Chroma. He's got enough. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
have you with us in one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Link. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Temple Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Florida State's head coach told me before the game, this wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Noles will kick off first, and here we go. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking for room. It's West. Hey, that's a live ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Driven back.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun. Rush is on. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
And no surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You got to keep going.
Run in the red zone. It's Singleton. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Number 36, set to advance on the football.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Sells the run, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Finds a spot in the middle. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's a kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires to the tight end. Across the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
Sells to fake. Rush right in his face. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. This is a designed run. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a third and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Right down the boulevard. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Running inside, it's Chroma. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls it on the option.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
From their own 23. Defense showing blitz here. Still looking to his right. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Second down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Thomas. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. Pass to 6. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, it's Croma. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boys, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Second down, going to throw it. Out wide left, it's West. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Quarterback changing the play. Second down to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They want to run this quarterback. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. The run inside. It's Croma. Pushes ahead for 1. It's second and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Right back to it. They knock him down right there.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Seminoles will snap it on first and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to go up top on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback, but 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes to the right. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Timed way dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to pass. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up,
Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Owls!
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And they did tack on the extra point. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Singleton. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Baylor taking on the number 11 team, the Maryland Terrapins. And it's the Bears who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's West. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Number 92, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Keeps it himself. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. On the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fires quickly. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Let's see what they've got on second down. They give it back to him. At the 40, there he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Changing the routes with his receiver. The handoff. Nice move to pick up yardage.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Right side, it's Taylor. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Buying a little time to his left. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Keeping his eyes downfield. It's a fumble! And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeps it moving. It's Croma. Breaks into the open. He's past the marker. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And the Seminoles come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. And he's in! Touchdown Seminoles! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it looks as if they'll have all the subtlety of a sledgehammer as they bring in the jumbo dudes for the two-point try. And this will be caught as they convert the two. From inside the 10, here he comes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Second down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Throwing, Holstein. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Motion from the back. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Snags it and he's open. Inside the touchdown, Temple. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down. They got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football, but this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
They're all over it. Swats it away.
Well, we've seen this all night long. The defense closing in on these throws. The windows are constricting so quickly. It's been a tough night at the office for this quarterback, and he gets another one knocked to the ground.
Buying time to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. looking for space. It's West. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Croma. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well, and running the football.
He unleashes a long one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
We're talking to the coach.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick give. It's Croma. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on. Turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Follows his blocks. It's Croma.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten. And
it's his 4th interception of the game. He'll try to take it back. The 30. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. The defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the 4th quarter.
And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes